Hello everyone, you are on the China channel 4. Today's video, we will have these two beautiful boxes. Just like that. It would seem like a box could come from AliExpress. But they just folded it up. I took it out later and laid it out like a transformer. To know about this, it was decomposed and I inserted these same tires there. Tires we have Terra Hardpack Shield Ox of the Continent 29x2 for my project. Red Rizik red eye. Don't know all the time, I'm confused, I don't know. Maybe you can correct me in the comments. Which sounds better, red or Rizik, or just red Rizik? And in general, these are the tires. Let's open it and see what we have. In short, what can I say about the box? The box is beautiful. This is probably for selling or for gifts. Write in the comments if you are giving gifts for someone. Can be ordered from the seller, you can simply order them. It turns out to be just a tire. It's possible with a box. I don't remember what prompted me to order the box version with a box. I thought I pressed one box and then looked there and the price tag varies so much, but it's not like several times near 500 rubles, probably. Just by the way, at the time of ordering these two tires, 6,200 links are out below in the description. You can go see. Therefore 27.5D 29 wheels, respectively, and different versions. Namely boxes without a box there, in my opinion. If I'm not mistaken, there is no such thing as 20 there. Or 2 and 2, that's it, just 20, that's all. So basically let's look at the example of this one tire. I'll leave the box like this to somehow fill the frame, and immediately I want to start. How much does this tire weigh? According to the application, there is 570 grams, 29 and 27.5. No more, so well, the weight is 603 grams. Interesting, even though it was written that 570. Well, okay, let's say it's 30 grams more expensive, it's heavier. Well, it's like, well, this ribbon is unlikely for us to have added anything to the weight. Yes, it's actually unlikely that's the case. So, let's probably now take a closer look at all of this. What we have here according to the markings, and by the way, in terms of technology, we have at least a few technologies here. Such as, just so as not to make a mistake, I'll say this. But I saw that we have a mushroom compound puree and shield wall system. What does this mean, a mushroom compound? We use it for good adhesion to the ground. Yes, it will be quite soft and will be in normal contact with the surface. The second is Shield 2 system, but since I read this, what simply is puncture protection. Everything the central track we have here is puncture protection. How good is it? Shield wall system, I honestly can't say, because what I actually took and will test what it is, and of course the Terra Hardpack is probably foldable for tubeless, so it will all be tubeless, too. Installed according to the design of the tread. Let's probably immediately see the tread like it is made with scales. We have a semi-slick. Why did many guess? Yes, the fact that the central path is more or less smooth. There are practically no spikes, and we have side clinging spikes that, at least on the grass, your wheel won't skid, it won't tear the front wheel to the side, you won't fall. So we also have here, our actual name is Continental Terra Hardpack coals among 50 millimeters. So we also have, according to the numbers and letters, the dimension is 5622 or 29 by 2.0. There is a directionality rotation arrow, that is, not left to right. Only one here, and from the picture it is Clear that in that direction. And also what interests me should be the idea that the pressure is maximum minimum, so here we also see that we have duplicated per mushroom compound. Further Continental. Maximum 4-5 atmospheres bar or 65. Psi 450 kilopascal and made in China. What else can you see from the inside how beautiful it is most often? You can see this pattern on all continents. Even in all my videos about the Continental Reuben and everything, basically everywhere. This structure is present if I, of course, find the density of the weaving of the threads, and right now I'm here, right here I'll insert the number how many here because that on the seller's website, or I didn't see it, it wasn't indicated anywhere how many threads there are. Maybe, of course, you can correct me in the comments. I immediately wrote about this, how many of them there are. And of course, how could it be without my favorite test for these ones? The antennae, by the way, are so short here that it's difficult to really grab hold of. Well, look. For example, it's always so small and we stretch it 3 times. At least we see that it stretches and doesn't come off. And this is at least just the simplest technique. How can you understand that this is a good tire? It's high quality, as we see, it stretches just fine and doesn't come off. You can, of course, take it like this and forcibly tear it off because we're pulling, but it doesn't tear. If it's a little more, then of course it will come off. It's not a fact that it's torn off. Oh, and by the way, if you sniff it, it's actually really cool, delicious rubber. Rubber, it's not like there's some kind of chemical in it. Yes, well, it's really real, but it's simply indescribable, so you just need to take my word for it that it really smells nice, not like when you open some Chinese cameras and it's just like that. They give off such a strong smell that you just want to cough, but here it's straight rubber, 100% natural rubber. Even though it's made in China, as I already told you, I don't understand about the brake discs, in my opinion. That there are 2 factories in China. Japan, most likely, and they also make tires in China and Taiwan. Where else can they be made in Indonesia, for example? That is, they are different, so to think if everything is in one place I can't do more and more. Of course there are fakes, but crafts, they are immediately identified and visible, and on AliExpress they are often cut or stores close and they are fined or something else happens to them. It just happens that the whole store is closed, it's all gone. So how will these tires roll? How will they fit on the wheels? Will they be crooked? All about this in my assembly called Red. All links will be in the description of this project, but Andre was with you. Good luck to everyone and until the new builds.